One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Fields throwing again. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago. Now a 1st down throw. Fields got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. And Graham on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you had both. And
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. First down. Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd. 34 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly, and oftentimes on the move, when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After one, it's 13-6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They will throw on first down with Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the...
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 3rd down, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one goes for 24 yards. Fields on first down. Being chased out left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 2nd down. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Fields steps away. There's Mooney with another catch. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 30 on 2nd down, Burrow. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's Mike.
Here's Fields. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, what's the ball? Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watching his ball.
Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And this will be caught by Mooney. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here comes Cohen. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bears take over. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now Burrow on first down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. T. Higgins was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Burrow will throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Gun. Shot. Hey, come on out here. 180. Come get it.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go. 180.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Dancing to his left. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that will be incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Gardner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 180.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Dumps it off to Mixon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hot. 180. Hot.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Drew Sample taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, "Oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away." But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And Graham on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Robinson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. To throw is Fields. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Working with 2nd and 5 now. 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, Can.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go. 11 MT. 44. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
First down. Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds with the first down. And 13 seconds left to go. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Trey Hendrickson, an all-pro in New Orleans in 2020. There on the tackle. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 40 now on second down. Fields flushed out right. He's got Perriman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.